Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're doing something really fascinating. We are taking one of the world's most famous philosophical texts, the Bhagavad Gita, and completely decoding its highly metaphorical structure. We're not doing a dry academic summary here. Instead, we're going to map out exactly how this ancient text uses an incredible series of vivid comparisons to function as a universal guide to life. So if you've ever wanted to actually visualize the deep layers of this philosophy, you are absolutely in the right place. Let's get right into it. So, what exactly is the Gita? It's pretty much impossible to box it into just being a simple book or a song. It's really more of an unparalleled masterpiece. It's carved in such a unique way that literally every single piece of it radiates profound meaning. And to really grasp that meaning, we're going to take a journey through nature, architecture, and even divine healing.
Section 1. The Ultimate Natural Elements. First up, the text describes the Gita as Ratnakar, which translates to an unparalleled ocean of gems. Now, throughout history, heavyweights like Shankar, Ramanuja, Madhva, Nimbarka, and Vallabha didn't just casually read this text. They acted as master divers. They plunged into this vast ocean to extract totally unique, priceless philosophical gems. And what's wild is that these gems are still completely relevant today. They are eagerly sought out by people looking for liberation, with everyone basically able to pick the exact philosophy that satisfies their own personal spiritual appetite.
This naturally brings us to the Triveni Sangam, the sacred confluence of three holy rivers. In this metaphor, the pure waters of the Ganga represent gnana, or knowledge. The Yamuna represents karma, or action. And the hidden Saraswati represents upasana, or devotion. The profound claim made here is that anyone who continuously bathes in this metaphorical confluence actually achieves a state of spiritual liberation while still alive, completely freeing them from the cycle of rebirth. It's a really powerful image.
But here is a fascinating contrast drawn by the source material. Think about a regular waterfall. It only temporarily quenches your physical thirst, right? Well, drinking from the Gita's waterfall permanently satisfies the spiritual thirst for knowledge. This is because this pure, unpolluted water originates from a deep, boundless lake, representing the ancient Upanishads. Once you take a drink from it, that deep spiritual thirst, it's quenched forever. Pushing these natural metaphors even further, the text frames the Gita as an eternal flame, an Akhand Jyoti. But this isn't just a standard light. It literally outshines the sun. Now, you might be wondering, how does a flame outshine the sun? Well, the sun only illuminates our physical, material world. This eternal flame, however, illuminates all the way to Brahmalok, the ultimate spiritual realm. It acts as a continuous, unfailing guiding light for anyone seeking liberation.
Section 2. The Three-Story Mansion.
Okay, I want you to imagine building a magnificent three-story mansion, an Attalika, right smack in the middle of a battlefield. That is exactly how the structure of this philosophy is visualized on the sacred grounds of Kurukshetra. It's perfectly ordered. The foundational bottom floor is the realm of action, or karma. You move up to the middle floor, which represents devotion, or upasana, and then the very top, the absolute pinnacle of the mansion, represents knowledge, or gnana. It's designed as a progressive upward journey through the philosophy itself. But obviously, a massive structure like that doesn't just magically float in the air, right? It's held up by very specific pillars of human virtue. These pillars are brahmacharya, or celibacy, satya, meaning truth, ahimsa, which is nonviolence, sham, representing mental peace, and dham, which is self-control. The text notes that the creator of this mansion actually resides inside it, using this sturdy, virtuous framework to sustain and protect the three worlds.
Section 3. The Divine Elixir. Moving forward, we encountered the legendary Sanjivani Bhuti, the ultimate life-saving herb. Remember when Arjuna was completely overcome by attachment and just paralyzed by confusion during the Great War? The text describes it as an almost death-like state. Well, it was this exact nectar-like medicine that revived his clarity. This specific elixir woke him up from his crisis and reconnected him directly to his ultimate duty.
Let's break down another incredibly intricate metaphor from the text. Picture the vast wisdom of the ancient Upanishads as a wish-fulfilling cow. In this scenario, Krishna is the highly skilled milker, and Arjuna is the calf for whom the milk is being drawn. The milk itself, the Gauras, is the Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna only needed to drink a little bit of it to become completely fulfilled. And the best part? That same pure, nourishing milk remains available on Earth today, constantly feeding communities of wise seekers.
Section 4. A Universal Guidebook. So, synthesizing all of this, the Gita is compared to a kalpataru. That's a divine, wish-fulfilling tree that's rooted firmly in the solid ground of the Vedas, and it yields 4 very distinct fruits: dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. What's absolutely brilliant here is how these fruits cater to 4 entirely different types of seekers. Whether you are distressed, seeking knowledge, seeking wealth, or already wise, this tree has something for you. It's a completely universal system that provides exactly what the individual needs at that moment.
The text even goes as far as equating the Gita to the very heart of the divine. It says that embracing this wisdom grants you 4 ultimate treasures. You get the Kaustubha gem, which dispels ignorance, the Vanamala, to spread the fragrance of glory, Lakshmi, which grants worldly wealth, and the Brigu Lanchan, which bestows virtues like profound forgiveness. It's this all-encompassing package of both spiritual enlightenment and worldly success.
To summarize its universal appeal, think of human life as a chaotic, totally unpredictable ocean. In that storm, the Gita stands as a brilliant lighthouse. It impartially guides absolutely everyone, regardless of caste, creed, specific sect, or language, safely back to shore. It functions purely as the ultimate pathfinder for humanity.
All of this analysis brings the source material to one very bold conclusion: Gita Sugita Kartavya. Basically, if the essence of all knowledge is beautifully contained within this single, meticulously structured text, why get lost in the vast, overwhelming expanse of other scriptures? Thoroughly studying and understanding this one specific guide is really the ultimate duty of a seeker.
So as we wrap up this explainer, I want you to reflect on this for a second. We've seen how the Gita functions as a sturdy mansion, a life-saving elixir, and a guiding lighthouse. If this text is truly a wish-fulfilling tree, which of those 4 fruits are you seeking in your life right now? How could this Sanjeevani Buddhi serve as your own personal guide today? Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. Keep exploring, and I'll catch you on the next one.